It's... Dak going to start out going to the air. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll get the... And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Loose inside the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out.
And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They'll run with Gibson.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1 yard is the gain.
And Washington set up now 1st and goal.
The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Kari Blasingame, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Play fake. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all-time.
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 2nd and 4. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll work down inside the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now back to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Mecole Hardman,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
23 yards on the play.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over.
They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He'll look to throw.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. But if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Chase Young in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
21-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order. Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
A handoff for Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective game nonetheless.
And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd and 9 now. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Evades the tackler, and now some space.
He's got room at the 30.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw again. This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Justin Jefferson
from 19 yards away.
And Washington able to strike for 6.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Carlson on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 76 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. But for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had 3 touchdown passes in that game a week ago. He's got 2 already here in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Quick slant, Dotson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
He was defended by Emmanuel Mosley.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here pulled in by Lazard.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
He was defended by Emmanuel Mosley.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? Right? 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 2nd down, Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Calling a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Gibson again. Down to about the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On the give, this is their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You've probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, again to Elliott.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Got a man, that's Lazard.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw.
Complete, it's Dodson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense back out there. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw again.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Washington on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Back to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A carry for Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 26. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll run here with Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Prescott. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Terry McLaurin.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 2nd and 6. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kari Blasingame
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in their bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Pass incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. Staying on his feet, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll set up to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Commanders extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Well, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down throw for Prescott. And Lazard's got it again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll go again with Gibson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Gibson. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Commanders, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week.